Which brings up
if any kids are listening to this, you want to stop listening now.
Spoiler alert. But we actually had a big debate last week over should you tell your kids, like, should you play along with the facade that Santa is real?
Yeah, I think
like,
so.
But we were weighing up pros and cons because Basil here was saying that he doesn't want to lie to his kids. It sets a bad precedent. And and then we were arguing like the magic that our father created for Christmas.
Yeah.
Who basically convinced us that Santa was real, true.
Like, let's get into it.
He put down.
I'll play a devil's advocate. Yeah, you told me.
The story I'll tell the folks listening. But he basically put down sheets of white paper along the stairway and into our room. And it was like, oh, if Santa is going to come into your room, you'll see his footprints. So we went to bed, woke up, and there was footprints all along the paper in coal footprints. And as well, he somehow managed to get reindeer prints into...
He just got some other imaginary cup or something.
And like he just
like, and look at them, they're not even humans.
And then we'd be looking out at the stars, and you know when the stars glitter and you see a bit of green or a bit of colour, and he'd be like, that's the elves, don't let them see it. And we'd all just jump down like, and we'd be peeking at.
He went.
And had bells ringing outside the house.
And it was one of the most
it was so beautiful. It was brilliant. And I won't change it.
Christmas morning, like
it was the
magic.
It was actually
the magic of Christmas.
It was literal magic, and it was beautiful. And I wouldn't change any of that as well. But it's like having to rely on a lie in order to bring forth that magic and excitement. And for me personally, it set a bad precedent because I think I was very manipulative in my childhood in a way, and I used lying a lot. And not just lying about like straight up lies, but the perception of what people perceive to be me. I was in a way trying to orchestrate that in particular ways, particular narratives in a way, because I knew how malleable sort of story was in a way. And just analysing myself.
Donald Trump as a child.
But not as a teenager as well. And then it's like, I just feel that, like, for me to have to turn around to my child after a few years and say, actually, you know, all that stuff that was a lie. I was actually just pretending all that time. It just sounds. It feels.
You don't have to tell them like that, though.
But that's what it is. No, I don't have to tell them. But that is.
No, but how you word it is.
There's no way around it. That's exactly what it is.
No, there's definitely a way around it.
There's a game that we play with children. We create this magical experience for them and let them believe in this kind of traditional story that brings joy and fun. And you know what I mean?
So then they just turn around and say, oh, so it wasn't real.
It's what we do,
and then you just say, no.
When you have kids, you have the choice then of whether you want to keep it going. It's a tradition. But yeah, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a choice, but...
I understand the line thing, but like, think of the memories you had with your dad, like.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, is it better to have loved and lost than to never love at all?
Well, I know what my friend...
Like, do you feel like my dad lied to me and you're annoyed about it?
No, but I've heard stories from people that I actually know who felt that it was a massive betrayal.
All right.
And it messed up their relationship with their parents.
Oh, gee, they couldn't trust them after that.
Yeah, it was like, well, if they're lying to me about this,
what else are they
lying to me about? And then it shows that it's okay to lie.
The tooth fairy came along then.
Like, exactly. All this stuff.
Easter bunny.
Now, it showed now. What are the positives? I'm probably more. I believe more in stuff. I believe in life. I'm just a believer in things, right? Which is very positive.
And your imagination and your creativity.
My imagination and creativity. I'm not.
What's possible?
Oh, what's possible?
The magic.
But to be built on top of a lie just feels like I just feel it's a massive. I don't even have to say it to my child.
Yeah.
But when I'm lying, I'm going to be lying to them. I'm going to be acting out a lie to my child. I just feel like that is just so. And just because it's been grandfathered in and because everyone else is doing it, I'm going to now lie to my child.
Well, then I can't think you can't have it both ways. So you can't love Christmas and family getting together and the magic Christmas, wearing the hat, the tree.
But you can. Without Santa, why does it have to
Because
have a
it's
magical?
built around the magic.
But doesn't no.
It's the magic of
We
Christmas,
don't.
man.
Hold on, wait. But we don't. We know the Santa lie.
Yeah, and
we're-
it was better when it was magical.
Yeah, but
It's not as good now. You know what I mean? I get socks for Christmas now. The good presents are long gone.
But and then and it takes away that pressure as well from parents in a way because it's like I'm gonna be.
We can't afford
This
that.
is what I'm thinking. Right, this is what I'm thinking about telling my kids. Right
Yeah.
now, I might just play along with the Santa Claus
Yeah,
thing and
yeah.
feel terrible about
And
it.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know what I'm
and
gonna
I don't
do.
know what I'm gonna do because I might just be like, oh fuck, I don't want my kids being left out of something or whatever.
Yeah.
But if I just say to my child, and this is the true statement, oh, Santa doesn't come to this house. We do. Because we
I've
parents,
taken the role.
we sign a thing where we don't. No, I just say
I'm
we're gonna
Santa's helper.
No, I don't even say that. I
don't
don't want to lie.
It's like, let's get another
So I'm just gonna
lie
say, oh
The bigger
no,
lie.
Santa doesn't come to this house, which is actually
Yeah.
a true statement.
Yeah.
And then say we're gonna buy you the presents.
Why doesn't he come to the house, Daddy?
Because we
Because
weren't
it's
very
not-
good this
Because it's
Christmas.
not real.
You weren't.
But
You need to work on that.
That's heart shattering hearing that.
But they've never
He is
believed.
real though. The spirit
He
of Santa
is-
is real.
it
so you
is
can't say
real.
he's not real.
It's kind of like is a
It's just
vampire real?
a man.
Is
So he doesn't.
mythological.
Because he
It's
can't.
a mythological figure.
I'll say because he can't.
He exists in our imagination.
Yeah, and maybe I
not
could say
not
that.
in material reality, but in our imagination, he's very real.
Yeah.
It's a real person.
Oh, it's a
like
real
you can
entity.
draw it. Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
symbol.
Yeah, it's a
So
We all
like
know him.
we're all pointing to a symbol,
Yes.
and it's an event built around that symbol and story. You know what I mean? And that's what we're buying into. Whereas you're going too like rational and logical. You're bringing like a scientific view on a mythological kind of
the
event.
The myth is great, like Cuchulainn, but I don't think Cuchulainn comes down my chimney at a certain time of year and bestows gifts upon my children.
But if he did, you'd be very happy.
It's a
It'd be-
moral conundrum. It really is, like, because I'm setting I want my child to know.
I think
No,
how
I
you
am-
deliver it to them matters. Like the way you did there, that's like you've 2 days to live sort of awful
But
message.
at the
like.
end of the day, that's what with my actions. With my actions,
yeah.
I'm showing them that I lied to you this whole time. And yes, I manipulated and just did it. So, like, for whatever reason, social pressures, or just so I could make you believe, whatever it was, I still would. We can have this. With illicit creativity, with just the nature of reality, explaining the coolness of wonder and the cosmos, without having a man having to come down your chimney, like.
Yeah, but then I think you just should revoke Christmas in the household.
No, because we don't believe in Santa, and we're still
No, because
enjoying
then
Christmas.
you're going to tell your kids it doesn't exist, and then the other families that don't believe in your point of view, they're going to ruin it for all them. They're going to go into school and go, yeah, he's not real, it's a load of bollocks.
But I have to just say, this is what I might say. Santa doesn't come to this house, and then they ask why. It's like,
'Cause we're Protestant.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Oh, the Protestants get a bad
That's
rap.
basically what it was.
Get a bad rap for this podcast.
No, they're good.
That was a joke,
Good
by the way,
people.
folks.
No. But what I mean is, in school, what you're alluding to is because I went to it was just a Catholic school, so the one
Yeah.
Protestant that didn't do the communion stuff, you just
Yeah.
seen that person as
Yeah, I remember,
outside of
yeah.
everything
Yeah.
in a way. Yeah, so it was a weird kind of setup. But going back to so I could say Santa's not real, and then they ask me or why. No, Santa doesn't come to this house. Why? And it's like, I'll tell you when you're older. You just have to trust me that I will. I promise you, I'll tell you when you're older.
Like I didn't. Yeah.
And then they just tell their pet. Right? This is actually a good way to get out of it. Then they tell their friends. It's like, oh, Santa doesn't come to my house. And it's like, why? Oh, he'll tell me when I'm older.
But they're not going to just settle with that.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's better than for me. It's right. So that covers both, right? I'm not lying to my child, and they're not potentially going to ruin it for other people because they can't. They don't know the real story.
Yeah.
But they're going to Google. Children are going to Google it.
I don't know anyone who felt like. Obviously, people do feel betrayed, but I didn't feel betrayed by it.
Safety-
I'm grateful for everything that happened.
I
And
enjoyed
it
it.
opened my mind to what you can create.
Yeah,
Like,
the
with the spirit
imagination.
and-
But I'd also be grateful.
yeah, but
I think ultra truth sometimes isn't the best.
But
yeah,
it's not even ultra
like,
true.
It's like it's like the biggest white lie possible.
It's not-
Everyone white lies.
This isn't a white lie. This is like we're orchestrating a time, a period. It's a massive
That
lie.
we create a cool kind
white
of
lie.
A white lie
imaginative experience for the kids, and it's fun, and you know what I mean.
based on
If you had like
A
a scale,
lie.
if you had a scale of white lies, like this is at like the extreme end, like of the white lie.
it's the biggest
Is it
lie we
not?
tell.
Is it not a net positive though?
Yeah, it's like if someone had a gun to your head and go, like back in feckin', what's that, Inglorious Bastards, and it's just like, do you have anyone like in this house? And like, it's good to lie then. It's good to lie and say, no, there's no one but underneath the floorboards.
So
I'm just saying there are situations where lying is good.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. Where lying is a.
I just think there's bigger things to worry about raising a kid than Christmas.
Yeah, like be there for your children.
Yeah, show them love,
and
give
show
them good
them
values.
How to be honest with integrity in the world.
But you can still do that.
I just think all my, like, the fact that I lied to you for so many years about this.
But you
thing
can sit down
just
and talk to them about
demolishes
it.
all my credibility as an honest person for me. Because, like, if I'm willing to put in that kind of pageantry, knowing full well that you don't know that this thing isn't real, and I'm actually taking advantage
No,
of
it's
your
not that
childish
it's not
nature.
real. It's like you're creating the spirit from like the imagination into reality. So it's not like you're just making something up like
Yeah.
it's not real, because
Yeah.
it is real. The story's
It
real.
is
The
real,
myth's
yeah.
real. We all believe in that. So
Yeah.
it's like you're just bringing that into
life.
the realm of like reality. I think it's different.
It's not reality because
It is reality.
the myth.
Because the presents are under the tree.
The presents are
Because
there.
I
man.
put them there.
Yeah, because you're a good
Yeah,
father.
because you're embodying Santa.
Yeah, but then why don't I tell my child
You're
that?
Santa.
You're
don't I
Santa.
be Santa?
Santa's not coming because you're
Look,
Santa.
Here's the truth, son. This might be a better resolution. Like.
This actually could be
The
good.
parents. Like,
You're Santa.
I could just say,
look,
I have to tell
I
you
was
something.
him the whole time.
I'm Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm your Santa Claus.
Everyone has their own Santa
your
Claus.
daddy, like?
We embody ourselves as Santa Claus.
This is genius.
There you go. We got it.
Isn't that brilliant? That's good.
We'll take
Because I can
let's have
tell
children now.
because everyone has, and I
that.
can,
The children now.
and I can, yeah. Just gotta wait. Gotta find that woman now.
Just parents roll their eyes at this guy. What the fuck are they talking about?
But I actually think
Fools.
because I
I
think
just
that-
want a good night's
because
sleep.
you can
no
actually
idea.
say that. You could say
You're
None of us
Santa.
are parents.
Everyone else say no credentials.
we're not
on the
gonna
topic.
we have kids. We
no.
just say, you know what? It's just better to lie about it, isn't
I'm
it?
knackered, right?
Yeah, I'm fucking tired.
I'm exhausted.